Project Designs here, and today I'm back with a new tutorial on how to make these iPod or phone stands slash cases. This is what they look like. They're little cases, and you take that off and you unfold it, and as you can see there's a part for where your iPod or phone should go, and then you fold this part back, stick the Velcro on, and then you have a little stand for your iPod or phone. First off, before I get started, I just wanted to say thank you all so much for all the support I've gotten on these. I seem to really like these creations, and I really appreciate the great response I got, so I wanted to get this tutorial up as soon as possible. And the last thing I wanted to say is this tutorial is going to be giving you the measurements on how to make a case for an iPod Touch, and that's the 5th generation. So if you have a different phone, you're obviously going to have to adjust the measurements. That way your case will fit your iPod or phone from whatever generation or whatever type you have. Just remember that if these measurements are a little off, you're going to have to measure your device to be able to make it to fit yours. So the supplies you're going to need to make this craft are a cutting mat or some kind of cutting surface, 1 roll of duct tape, some scissors. I usually don't end up using these, but they're always nice to have just in case, some Velcro, a ruler, an X-Acto knife, and you're also going to need some cardboard. I just used this from a cereal box, and you're also going to need a page protector, if you can see that right here. I just got these at a local flea market, but you can also find them at Walmart in the trading card section. So let's get started. Okay guys, so the first step is to cut out 2 strips of your duct tape that are 5 inches long. This is kind of your last reminder. Just remember that I am making these measurements for an iPod, the 5th generation. So just remember that as you're making your case, you have to use measurements that are the best for your device, whatever you're using, whether it's a phone or an iPod or whatever you're using. Just make sure that you get the measurements and use your measurements for your device if you don't have the 5th generation iPod. Okay guys, so now you're going to peel up this first piece of tape here, and you're going to lay that on top of this piece to make a sheet of duct tape that is 2 3/4 inches tall. Just like that. Now you're going to make 2 more of these sheets. Okay everyone, so now you should have your 3 strips. Now the next thing we're going to do is grab our cardboard, and we're going to begin placing our duct tape strips onto the cardboard. Like this. Now we're going to take our ruler and X-Acto knife, and we're going to begin cutting these out. I don't recommend you use scissors. It would be easier, but scissors will make your duct tape and cardboard uneven, which will interfere with how nice and neat your case turns out in the end. So you want to make sure that you use both your ruler and your X-Acto knife for this part. Alright guys, so after all that cutting, you guys should have these 3 little panels, I guess you can call them, and they should just have your duct tape on the front and your cereal box on the back. So let's get on with the next step. The next step is to take your page protector here, and what you're going to do is you can take one of your panels and put it right here, and you can take a pen, or I usually use a marker, but you can take a marker and outline your little panel, and then you can try to cut out with either your X-Acto knife or your scissors. I always do the X-Acto knife just for that one reason that I told you earlier. And this will be the sleeve where your iPod or phone is going to go. Okay guys, so this next part is going to be super hard to see, but I've cut out my piece of plastic, and now what I'm doing is taking a piece of duct tape, and I'm going to be adding some trim to the top. Okay, so now I have a piece of plastic with this piece of duct tape on top. I'm just going to flip that over and fold over the adhesive. You want to be really slow with this because it's very easy to fold over the plastic with the tape, and you just want to make sure that it's only the tape that gets folded over. So now you should have a piece of plastic that looks like this. So now we have all three of our little duct tape panels and we have our page protector cut. Now we're going to work on assembling this. Okay guys, so the next step is to assemble these panels on your board. You just want to make sure that they're all lined up nicely together. Make sure that they're all straight. So once you have them lined up, they should be around 15 inches long. Now we're just going to take some scrap pieces of tape and we're going to seal up these little edges here. So now you should have something that looks like this. Okay, so now all I've done is I've taken 2 strips of duct tape, and if you've been duct taping for a while now, you should know how to make no fold-over lines. So that's all I did. I just left about a ½ inch, maybe a little less than that, around the sides and the top and bottom, just to make sure that there will be no fold-over lines. So we're just going to flip this part over, and you should have something like this. If the sides are uneven, you can always just trim them down. That's what I'll probably have to do a little later on. So now we're going to work on adding our little page protector plastic to the wallet. So you're going to need to take a piece of duct tape that is 2 3/4 inches long, just like our plastic is. And you're going to cut that in half. So you should have a piece that looks like this. Now we're just taking our plastic and lining it up on our board. And I'm just placing this on the edge of the plastic. So now I just placed that little piece of tape on the bottom of our plastic. Now I just folded this piece just a little bit, so as you can see there's 2 creases right here. This is just helping us know where to put our little plastic piece. So now you should have your plastic piece in the middle, like so. Now we're just going to cut slits so that we can fold over and connect the plastic to the whole case. So I'm just cutting a slit at the top where the plastic begins and then where the plastic ends, and I'm just going to fold that over. You want to take your time because you don't want the plastic to warp or anything, which it will do if you don't take your time. So as you can see, that side's connected, and now just cut the same places on this side. So now just fold over the other side nice and slow. And just flatten it out. And then you should have everything attached here. Now on this bottom piece I cut boxes, and now I'm just going to fold over the bottom and then the sides. Then you should have something like this. Now we're cutting 2 more slits down here. Now you should have something like this, and we're going to work on adding our little flap. Okay, to make this little strap, you're going to cut out a piece of duct tape that is 3 inches long, and then you're going to cut a smaller piece off of that strip, and you're going to cut that down to be 2 3/4 inches long. Now you're going to peel up your thicker piece, and then peel up your thinner piece, and place the thinner piece in the middle, just like that. And now you're going to cut boxes right here and right here, and then you're just going to fold that top part down and then fold over the sides. Now you should have a little strap like this. Now we're taking our little stand and case once again, and we're going to fold this part back just a little bit. Then you're just going to place your strap underneath the cardboard and in the middle of the sticky. Then just cut little slits around the strap, and then fold over these 2 pieces here. Then you should have your strap right here. And then the last part is to fold over the sides. Just like that, and now you should have your case assembled. Okay, so now I just have my iPod in here, making sure that everything folds properly. So you're just going to make sure that your iPod has plenty of room. And this is what my case looks like with the iPod in it. Now we're just going to take our Velcro and we're going to take one dot and put it here on this strap. Then place your other dot right here on top of the other. Then fold your case back up just like this and then fold over your strap so that way it's in the middle. And press down gently. And then your strap should be here with some Velcro. It's very important to put your Velcro on when your iPod is in the case, because if you place your Velcro while your iPod isn't in the case, you will put your iPod in and the Velcro won't be in the right spot. So this is what it should look like now. So now we're moving on to the last step. Now we're just going to fold our case into our stand, and we're going to add another piece of Velcro. And this piece is going to go at the very top of your strap. Then we're going to put our two other dots right on top of that. And then just fold over your stand. And then just position it so that way your Velcro will keep it right there nice and snug. So then your stand should be secure and your device shouldn't fall over. Hopefully now you should have an awesome case and stand to keep your device in. You can also add a camera hole on the outside, which is what a lot of people mentioned in the comments of my last video I showed these in, but it's pretty simple, so I decided not to do it in this video to keep it as short as possible. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed and found this helpful. And if you're not already, please subscribe. I would love to have you guys here on my channel, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye guys!